weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
His kick.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Cowboys 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Flush to his right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on third. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Cowboys.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Cowboys 7.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A second down throw for Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Jackson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 40.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Again, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to Brown, this time complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On second and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This one caught left side by Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Dallas.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And it's second down.
On the coverage.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final play of the half, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 4th down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle complete. That's Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the counter, Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's tackled.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Cowboys 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, Prescott again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
To Dalton Schultz. A gain of 22 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
Oh, wait.
And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end.
There you go. Got him again.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 20-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Ravens 42. Cowboys 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Over the middle complete. It's Schultz. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in